Hi everybody. Alright, today we're taking the big leap. My buddy Ted is over. We've just laid out all the pro seal that we need. Now we're We're clecoing on the top fuselage skin. We're putting that sucker on. In fact, you just saw me with a caulk gun in my hand and laying out some pro seal. So you will wind up pro sealing the entire aft edge of this top skin on, and as well as the sides. Later on, you will also go back through and basically run finger beads of Pro Seal along the firewall side and the front and aft as well. We are now just going to get into it. So everything's clecoed on, including the cam lock flanges. We even have a little piece of plastic over the #1 battery there to keep anyone from absorbing 12 volts. So we're doing it like the plans say. So we're going to rivet on the center section and move our way outward, right? So there's a center, I would say rib going through the middle. We're going to rivet that first and then branch our way out towards the sides. Normally, they would just have you do the top and leave the sides open so that you could then go and do any last second work and then cleco down the sides and then rivet those on, which that works too. We're just going to do the whole thing since we have these accessory panels in the top, which I can only imagine. I cannot even imagine how much of a pain this would be without those there. It would be a hateful exercise. But thankfully, with the accessory panels and my buddy, it's easy work. But yeah, so this is welcome back to Inner Demons Month. And this I would label this video, I don't know what I would call it. Catharsis. It really felt good finally getting it on. And that has taught me a lesson that I got to stop sort of bogarting all these terrific moments you have in the thing, right? It's like putting the skin on, that's huge. Just this last weekend, I finally started on doing the rest of the fiberglass on the front of the canopy, and that felt great. In fact, this weekend coming up on Sunday, I'm going to be putting the wings on. I've been texting a few. If you've been texted by me, great. If you live close and you know me and you want to come by, text me. Sunday. We're going to put the wings on about 11 a.m. It's going to be fantastic. Be some pizza, possibly a beer. And then I'm hoping the weekend after that we get the engine started. So I'm trying to fire through some huge points here. So yeah, putting on the skin, I mean, there's nothing really rocket sciencey about this. This is all just riveting on. There were a couple places where getting my hand through that hole to get to some rivet spots was a little bit tough. But don't forget, you also have the entrance hole for the glove box on the right, so that really helps. Plus, you can get your hand directly underneath, like the sub panel right next to where that is, and get your hand basically all the way to the side, which is good. And I am happy to report that the bus manager and everything back along the front left side, it doesn't get in the way at all of doing rivets, so good there. Here I am just finishing up the front. So Ted and I were able to get most of it, except for the front row, which I'm doing here, which I must say is the easy part because it has the squeezer. So now that this skin is on and we're pretty happy with it. Now there is one thing about this. So what you don't notice is that both of the vents are on. So I've also Pro sealed those in. And I've got those taped in place. I will tell you more about that in the next video because it's pretty funny. All I will say is everyone says, don't use Pro Seal if it's in the winter time and blah, blah, blah. Well, they're right because it took about 10 days for this Pro Seal to finally cure because it was so cold. In fact, even over a week later, I checked on the vents. The vents were still tacky. I'm like, what the hell? I thought the Pro Seal may have been old, but no. Anyway, we'll get into more of that later. So this is it. 8 clecos from now, and we're done. Skin's on. It's happy. It's strong. And a big sigh of relief off the top of my head because it's good. Now it's only a matter of thinking, what are we going to work on next? Oh yeah, this. All right, next video, we're going to start in on the cowling forever. So thank you for joining me, everyone. See you soon.